What's up, Josh here, and we are doing some twos here. This is post narration, by the way. So, first off here, we got a pally. I did some scrimmages at first with the pally, and we did pretty good. We faced a comp against a feral and DK. The feral was a bit of a pussy in the beginning. So was the DK. The DK stayed in. The DK was the only hard part. He had full honor gear, but we went through him like butter. And as you see here, we are dealing with the DK at first, but then I switched to the feral because the feral's heals actually. For every combo point, he gets a proc. For every spent combo point he can proc, he may proc a what's called a healing touch, and that healing touch actually heals your party member too, so letting him go freely is actually bad because then he has some good off heals too. So we switched to the feral. Feral actually goes down pretty quickly. Not that hard of a feral I've faced. I kind of do not like the feral class right now in the way how they are put. Like, I don't like their new form. I miss cat form, but people use it now so they can pop it's basically they can pop at things, anything like healing touch without going into a human form and breaking cat form. We destroy the feral. He's simply he just died really easily. Now we are on the DK. The DK wasn't really that hard. Frost DKs though have pretty OP healing. Main part for Frost DKs right now is their healing. You're gonna want to really keep them in stun for a longer period of time. Maybe go spec Stormbolt. I'm using Shockwave for killing him because I only use Stormbolt against Helicarps. So here we go, the second one. We were facing a comp of Rogue and DK, Frost DK. I am with a Warrior, and dual Warrior comp's pretty nice. You get really good DPS out of it. This guy knew what he was doing. I got sapped from the beginning. I see the DK pop. I used my Berserker Rage to break sap, which is something I really shouldn't have done. Then I Trinket Disorientation, which is not really a good idea by me. I kind of want to Trinket something longer, like Asphyxiation. So hopefully use Asphyxiate on the other DK, the other Warrior, which I hope he did. I'm thinking he did. And yeah, we take down the DK pretty easily here. As you see, the DK's healings we're able to beat through his healings, which is really nice. I don't know how we were able to do that. If you spec a DK where he uses that move where all of his healing done, he gets healed for every runic power he has, then he would have been stayed in longer. That would have been a really harder fight than it could have. This is a Rogue, and the Rogues in their place in PvP. I don't see how a Rogue is hard. If I duel a Rogue, I will come out on top all the time. I dish out more damage than they can, even with their stuns. It's just not going to work out for them. So we get a Disorient, another stun. Not really good. I'd actually, as a Rogue, I'd actually bring up combo points to bring up Kidney Shot, because that's a really good stun. Now here's one where I am with a DK. This DK actually got me a lot of footage. We are facing comp of Boomkin Rogue, and we are going on the Boomy first. So we pop Rogue at first because the Rogue popped up. Then once the Boomy comes up, we switch, which is right there. And the Boomy wasn't really that hard. We sliced through him like cheddar cheese. It was not a hard arena. This is now in ratings, where he's trying to help me push over 1500. At this time I was around 1300. So yeah, and actually I met this guy through skirmishes, so I think this is the skirmish. So yeah. And now we destroyed the Boomy. We're on the Rogue. The Rogue had no skill whatsoever. His clear ability was just he could vanish a lot. The vanish wasn't really that hard, so I don't see anything bad. And we win that. That was a scrimmage. We got a gold strongbox. Here we go. So another. It's a mage. Mage and I forget the other. Hopefully we'll see the other. It's a mage and barrel, I think. No, mage and hunter. And the hunter. Hunters right now are in a good spot. They dish out a lot of damage. Mages are too. I don't know why Blizzard lets frost mages do tons of damage. They have too much. They have too much frost berries, and they can CC you pretty well. I don't really queue with mages though. I think I should. But as you see here, we take down the mage. No time. It was pretty easy, pretty standard. Frost barrier, switch, then once that's off, go back on the mage. Really, the mage isn't that hard. And he's down, so now we go on the hunter. Hunter can barely last against some good DPS. The thing about hunters, the annoying part is that they can kite you for days. You don't want to face them in an open area. You face them in an open area, you're screwed. That's why when dueling a hunter in outside of arenas, it's a lot harder because you don't have the pillars to kite them around. So, and that was another scrimmage. This one is not a scrimmage. This is an actual rating. And it's Rogue and it's Rogue and DK. The DK was not that hard. We just no, Rogue and Hunter. I don't know why I said DK was not that hard. The Hunter was he was hitting like a wet noodle. He wasn't really getting anyone down. He was focusing on the DK. And the DK with his heals kind of helped. Like if he focused me, it would have been I would have died probably or had to pop a CD. But I think this fight I didn't actually have to pop any CDs, and this was pretty easy. This one I don't see us losing at all. And we didn't lose. We're going on the Hunter now. The Hunter was a Beastmaster. He stampeded pretty badly. Stampede has always been OP, but I'm happy now that Beastmasters can only use it. If Beastmasters weren't the only ones to use it, then I think Marksman or Survival would be a lot harder. But Marksman, usually, you see people in Lone Wolf now, which is really weird, because I believe that pet that they have is worth more because you get the extra buff. There's no reason to not want the extra buff. So yeah, I get trapped and I'm getting kited pretty well. DK kind of deals with him pretty nicely. And now the next fight is I think it's Priest. Yeah, it's a Priest and a Warrior. Now, heal comps aren't the best to win against. They're OP in 2s right now. But that Warrior was complete crap. And yeah, so the healer wasn't knowing what hit him. I was using Stormbolt because I use Stormbolts against heal comps. As you see, it's pretty useful, except it got absorbed once. That's the one thing I don't like. Stormbolt can be absorbed, and that's a pain in the ass. But we downed the healer pretty quick. He wasn't prepared for it. As you see, he's stuck at half health. I don't know why he didn't life switch, especially with the Warrior being at like full health. If he life switched, I think he would have made it and just big heal the Warrior, but no. Well, that's what you get though. And the Warrior, without a healer, he gets down pretty quick. Gladiator Warriors are pretty good right now. they're at a good standpoint in the X-Pack. I don't like for warriors though. I don't want to have to use gladiator. I want to go back to the days of arms, because arms was amazing. Arms was pretty nice. But now I guess we're just forced to use arms. Gladiator. Arms is just... With arms, I feel like you can't get enough moves off without overpower. So yeah. This is a rogue and warrior comp. The rogue was... we're targeting the rogue for the most part of the fight. The rogue was not that good. Then again, like, rogues I don't think can stand up to most classes 1v1 except if they're clothy. This warrior, he was a pushover. He had more skill though than most of the other warriors because he actually popped a healing CD. So, yeah. And I think we get him down right about, I don't know, now, hopefully. Yeah, now. There we go. And as you see, we are into the next one. It's a Moonkin and a DK. We pop on the Mooney. Well, he's cloaked at first, which is a pain in the ass about druids. They like to cloak at first. But it's not that hard. The Boomy was, again, pretty much easy to go through. He didn't have anything hard about him. We sliced through him like a meat of cheddar. He was able to teleport around, but no match still. And I think this is the DK was kind of away from him too, so our coordination wasn't the best to get both of us up at the same point. But hey, we still win the arena, and he takes down the Boomy pretty nicely. We go on the DK, and the DK just drops. He drops like bam. And so our next one is Warrior Moonkin. I like going against caster classes with the DK. I feel empowered with them. Caster classes just don't have a chance against a DK for some reason. I guess it's because of anti-magic shell. That's probably what's helping a lot. So I haven't been experiencing much cyclones, which is awesome. And yep, we go through the same Mooney. It's easy. The Mooney's dead pretty quick, you know. Leather cannot hold up against, you know, a fiery sword or a fiery axe. And this Mooney loses. I like this Ruins of Lordorans. I like playing here. It's really nice, but the only problem is you can get kited pretty well around this middle thing, and that's what I hate what mages do, or any class or whatever. I get kited easily, and it's bullcrap. Especially hunters. Hunters kites are just bull. Anyways, that's the end of the video. I'm happy you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you guys next time. Let's go with the Merc out, you know. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, or subscribe to me on Warcraft Movies. This is J Potter Josh.